Smokey here with a quickie product update. So the day finally came. We got in a batch of adapt packs, a nice small batch of multicam black, and one of the reasons why it took so long was production costs went up quite a bit, and while we were messing with that, we thought we might as well make a laser cut batch. So this is laser cut laminate, where the classic one was PALS webbing. And so for some changes that we did for that, besides you can see it's now webbing free with little cuts, we did double zippers for the front compartments, so that it gives you a little more options on doing CCW and just being ease of use. A little bit of add-on down here, just so you have more options on how you want to do your cord strap rig for holding jackets and whatnot. So a little easier to hold stuff down there. And then in the interior, we went ahead and added loop to this side of the interior. These are not included, but just a little usability example of the interior. Pretty much everything else is the same. Since the sides are now laminate, they no longer have the webbing straps, so we had to include, so you can still connect the vests and other packs. So these are included, and as you can see, when you're not using them, makes for cleaner end results, so less strap management, if that's not something you need. And while we're looking at this specimen, you can see this very nice multicam black loop. Even got the core webbing. It's multicam black, so it's a very sexy, nice end result. So for those already interested, already familiar with the adapt packs, that's kind of a quick rundown. And then for those new, we'll go over some of the cool features that makes the adapt pack unique. All right, going down the classic features list. So that front I was talking about has the shock cord rig, which you can get rid of if you're never going to use, but it comes in handy to add a little extra because it's not a particularly big pack. Nice to be able to expand. Also one of our laser cut PAL zones, which can be good for, like, say, our stealth pouch. Fits pretty nice there for quickie expansion. And on that note, we have it on the sides, which can fit like our stealth pouch compact. Good for water bottles, ammo-sized pouches. It's just nice to be able to toss on a little something if you decide you need to expand further. And so our front pouch is a pass-through. It was kind of made with CCW in mind. Now has double zippers, so a little more flexibility how you want to go about that. There is a good chunk of loop, so you can add your holsters, organization, whatever you got to do. It's pretty versatile, and you can see it kind of puffs out a good amount, so it's a bigger pouch than it may first appear. And let's see here, moving on. The back is pretty simplistic. It's enough padding to where it'll help out, but it's not like a bunch of 3D mesh. You got to worry about the durability. So these are made to last. Simple and effective, where the bag isn't supposed to be a heavy loadout. So we're trying to find that balance of lightweight and functional and comfort and all that. We think we make a good balance. So a while back there, we could note the hydration pouch. And so this is hook and loop, so that way you can have cords and whatnot sticking out of it. And while talking about hydration, there's another routing to the main pouch. We have these ports on the left and right sides, so you can do antennas, hydrations, like headphone cords, any sort of routing you would like to do to the main compartment. So that's nice where you can do hydration in either compartment. So like some people might use the hydration compartment for tablets, other storage, and get fancy with some soft armor. A lot of the diversity options. And getting to the big show, to the interior, we kept it mostly the same. There's loop on this interior side, so you can get into those little add-ons like I was showing. We didn't do it on the other side because the expansion, when you stuff that up, we wanted to have some billowing, a little bit of billowing. Don't want it too stiff. And these water bottles are to help, because it's all black, it's a little hard to see. There's little bungee pouches in there, which have pretty good options on what kind of water bottles. Sometimes even the MIL-SPEC crew will have gas canisters in there. So it keeps stuff nice and tidy. See if I can try and get to it. It's hard to see on the blackness, but there's little bungee pockets. And then for some cool things, what makes the Adapt Pack stand out are the shoulder straps. May first appear simple and effective. We have a 1-inch sternum strap, because that'll get into more options I'll show soon. But so you can go up pretty high, down pretty low, go above or below breast, which is nice. Whether you got some big boy pecs or some lady boobs. And so with that hydration pouch I was talking about earlier, you can sneak in a sling type setup. So most people, what you saw was the 2-strap classic backpack setup, but now let's say I want to do more of a single strap sling bag. I'll do a crossover style here. And then the straps that we're not using we'll stash into the hydration compartment. And usually it's pretty nice where you get it flattened out there and you won't feel it. So now we got a sling style setup. Try not to smash the microphone here. And so that you can see these here, where these are not stuck. Any of the extra hardware you see flopping around, keep in mind you can take it off. But we make sure to include it so you don't have to buy a bunch of extra crap. So the purpose of this is now, since it's a 1-inch and not some chump 3/4 inch, you can do a messenger bag style cross strap, which really helps cinch everything down if you're going to do some high speed stuff. And you can release that and go back to the perks of a sling bag, being able to get to your goods from here. It also shows the bonus factor of having double zippers there. So you may have seen those connector straps flopping around earlier, and the purpose for that is so you can connect to vests or larger packs. This particular example is a First Spear strand hog. And then while we're back here, you can kind of see where we put in the shoulder straps into the hydration compartment to make it nice and slick. And then here I was able to mount the upper connectors to the metal piece here, and so this was able to give a higher ride where each vest is different, so it's kind of got to do problem solving with what you got. Otherwise you'll have to connect a little bit lower to the PALS connections, but this is an example of a higher one, so you don't want it too droopy if you can avoid it. And then on the sides, depending on the connection style you like, you can have the switch this around so the G-hook is on the other side, and whichever stays the most stable for you. So some nice quick connection options. And here it is shown actually mounted to a vest. So you can see it's not too wide, so you get nice arm action. Won't all bang in to your high running. Not too big, not too small. And since everything's clip-on, you can get it off, toss it to a buddy. Those type of options are always nice. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to show features of the Adapt Pack. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to support us, please check out the MIL-SPEC Monkey Store. Although known for morale patches, we also specialize in a good selection of DIY hardware and tactical accessories.